G'day viewers, welcome to Scotland. Let's eat haggis. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I should start at the start, shouldn't we? We're going to have a look at the new route for Scotland, Glasgow, Edinburgh. Listen to my voice. What's going on here? Hang on a tick. Let me get some water. I don't know what was going on there. Florian, I'm guessing you're on PS5. Yes, sad that it's coming out next week for PS5 people, unfortunately. Hello to Dave and Florian and anybody else who's joining in. Looks like there's a few viewers. Feel free to say hello. So let's have a look at Edinburgh, Glasgow. There are training modules for this thing, but here's your first issue. You can't get to it from here. You have to go back out and go to Training Centre, Training, Class 385, and then you can play the training scenario. I won't go through that one though, because I'll explain it as we go. I must point out I'm on an early access version. It should be the same as what you see go live, but not me. Anyway, it's all good. It also means I'm connected to a different Dovetail Live, so I won't be able to see any of your stuff. Let's jump in. Oh, I didn't jump in there again. What a wally. Okay, let's get out of the training centre and go to the trains. Choose a route, Edinburgh, Glasgow. Let's first up have a look at the scenarios you can have. So there's time to Glasgow. There's 5, basically. Terrible puns, as usual. Operating an early morning delivery service from Eastfield Depot using the empty Class 385/1 and deliver the unit uphill to Edinburgh Waverley. High grounds. Operate the late afternoon passenger service using the loaded Class 385/0 from Springburn to Glasgow Queen Street and start a new service from Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh Waverley. Don't mist around. Operate the afternoon passenger service using the loaded Class 385/0 from Polmont to Haymarket Station through the foggy weather and park up for the day at Edinburgh Waverley. I wonder if it makes you actually sit there for the 8 hours. That'd be funny. Snow drifting on rails. Operate the afternoon delivery service using the empty Class 385/0 at Edinburgh Waverley Station. Couple to another 385/0 and then head through the blizzard to Eastfield Depot. That doesn't sound challenging and there's no puns. One step to freedom. Of course, we all have to dress in blue for that. Operate a nighttime passenger service using the loaded 385 from Falkirk Grahamston to Glasgow Queen Street. Upon arrival, start a new service using the 385/1 from Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh Waverley. Are we going to do any of those? No. We're actually going to run a pair of services. Hello, Richie Peach. How are you? It's good evening for me. It's quite late. And I'm hoping it's 10 o'clock in England, because if it's not, I'm in trouble. But anyway, let's go. We've looked at the training, looked at the scenarios. Layers is probably a good thing to look at next. So if you've got the Railhead Treatment Train DLC, it does layer in. It has a single drivable service. The Class 314 from Cathcart Circle, so if you have that, it layers in, and it's a rail tour. And it's got 2 drivable services. So, interesting. And then there's the one that we're here for, the Class 385, and it's the /0. It is indeed 10 AM. Yes, got it right. It has the /0, which is 3 cars, and the /1, which is 4 cars. I think that's how it is anyway. All right, let's jump into a 4-car, and I want to run 5R22 because I like the Dawn. Because I'm like that. And I did test it and make sure it worked. I didn't test the one that we're running afterwards, though. We're going to start this in, let's go for January, and clear. Good-o. Let's get started. Thanks, Dave. Otherwise, I'd have JD and Alex going, "Ooh, what's he doing?" Because he'd be a naughty boy then. We are in a depot. And we're going to go to Glasgow Queen Street. I can't hang around here terribly long, so we'll look at the train when we're actually in Glasgow Queen Street, because if I'm late, I will miss the converting service. Alright, let's turn on a light and put in the master key And it's a bit of a waste of time doing this on this short trip, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we turn on, this is like a master switch for safety systems, and then we turn on the standard ones, DSD, AWS, and DRA. And we come over here and turn on TPWS. Now, interestingly, I've usually had more experience in these trains than the other ambassadors. This one, not really. It's just how it worked out. It's headlights. We've got headlights on full already, so that's good. That'll be fine. Let's get out of here. Did I put it in forwards? Yes, I did. Good. And we can see the standard TSW3. Hello, Indian Railways boy. Welcome. You can see the standard TSW3 skies outside. Now we're starting off in the dark, but it will brighten up. Whoops, I'm going way too fast. We'll just pretend that's okay, won't we? We'll just leave it. Whatever. You've seen me now. It's too late. Now, it will brighten up to see the train properly. Promise you that. But I thought we'd run this service and then go free roam and go into the next one. So we'll have a couple of minutes to get the next one up and running, and we can explore Glasgow and the train. I haven't turned on the train lights. Loading. Yes. Yes. You can put in any 4-digit number, I think. I've just been using this one all along. Little quirk. Is it that one? Is that? No, maybe this one. Yeah, see how it starts so bright? You can bring it back down to minimum. Come on, do it. Well, don't make a dick of me. There we go. So when you first go into the brightness display, it actually shows it's on minimum, but it's clearly not, because it goes a little bit darker. Now we want that one, and we want to turn on the saloon lighting. I'm doing a good job of watching where I'm going, aren't I? And the safety systems have detected that. So we'll go into auto announce and go that one.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Here's the horn for Indian Railways boy. It's kind of good. Now, this does have a lot of sounds, and I don't know if you're familiar with Train Sim World, but Train Sim World, each locomotive has 16 channels of sound that it can occupy. Every now and again, the horn gets bumped off the list because it's got so many complex sounds. Let's get going. So many safety systems to beep at us, of course. Indian Railways boy says this is Train Sim World's second Hitachi train. A good fact. I'm going to leave the HUD on because I haven't had as much experience as I would like in Edinburg, Glasgow. So I can turn off this one if you want that to go away. I'm happy to drive by the train, but I'm going to keep the signal one and the next stop one on. Do have to start slowing down. Now you will find, let me just turn on the interior light, brakes, there's basically 4 notches of braking. You won't see that so much because I'm using the rail driver, but trust me, you're going to want notch 3. Notch 1 doesn't really do anything. Notch 2 does a little bit. Notch 3 starts to do a lot. And we're going to be going double the speed limit through here. Lovely. Straight into some yellow signals. That's okay. Not really, but, you know. There we go. We're about to arrive through the tunnel into the wonders of Glasgow. Now, I have to say the lighting in this tunnel updated only a few hours ago for me, and it's a lot better. Just wait till we get into the station here. Now, it's a little nerve-wracking coming in here because you actually have to go all the way to the end of the platform and almost touch the buffers. just to get your whole train into the platform, because it's a really long train. Hello, prehistoric bacon. It will be available very shortly on some platforms. It may have actually just become available. Xbox, I think, goes up first. Normally Xbox and PlayStation go together. PlayStation, unfortunately, is delayed until the 31st. So it's either just become available on Xbox or it's about to. On Steam, it's a little while yet. About 5 hours, 47 minutes. Just got to go a little bit for... I know it says objective complete, but I've got to go... Well, too late. Can't do it. Alright. Let's jump out of there. Return to free roam. Now we're going to go a little bit ahead. And now we'll stop properly. Because if you don't stop here... We'll get the doors open. And put this into max brake. Put the GDS, the driver's direction system... Why do they just call it the reverser? Into off. Actually, I don't want to put the master key off yet because I need to change the headlights and it won't let me do it. There we go. Now we can just leave all the safety systems on. That doesn't seem to matter. And everything else should be fine. So let's go and open our door. A little red button here. This route won't be available for PS4 and PS5 until the 31st, Indian Train Boy. Now all these people will hang around. They won't actually get in for a while because the service hasn't started yet. Ooh, poster. Now I'm just going to go up the other end of the train and put the master key in so an AI doesn't steal it from me. And then we'll wander around and have a look at Glasgow. There's a bagpipe collectible, so you look for the case and it opens up and has bagpipes in it. So there's posters, bagpipes, and there is of course haggis. And it gets a hat if you collect it. There we go. There's a haggis. And there's the route map as well, which I think... Is there one up here? Yep. So that's your collectibles for this route. And you can see the route map going from Glasgow through Bishop's Briggs, Lenzie, Croy, Falkirk High, Polmont, Linlithgow, Edinburgh Park, Haymarket, and Edinburgh Waverley. So while it's a relatively long route, there's not actually that many stops. Now, opening the cab door... Oh, okay. I'm not past the fence. Let's go in this way. Let's just pretend nothing's wrong here. I'll open the doors on that side. I thought I had for a horrible moment there. Let's go in this way. So this, you can open this up and go outside if you want to. We won't do that. So we've got to open up... I've got to do this in the right order. It doesn't work. So open up that door. Actually, I should have shut the door into the... Actually, no, we're going to go for a walk, so I'll leave that open. Open that one. Then I can come in here, open that one. Sit in the big chair. And let's just pop in the master key for now. And that'll be enough to stop an AI stealing it. So we will do everything else when we come back. So let's go racing back down this platform. And go and have a little bit of a look at Glasgow. I haven't found any red doors in Glasgow, so if you're as old as I am, you'll find behind the red door to be a little bit funny. And if you're not sure what behind the red door is, Google it on a computer that's not at work. Might be a good idea. Don't know if you want to watch it. Oh yeah, pianos. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. As usual, you can't really get out of anywhere. It does look nice though. And you can go up on a high camera and have a bit of a look around. Hop over this side. Now at the other station at the other end at Edinburgh, you can go in and out of places. I haven't tried to go over here. Can you? No. But there is a little bit more detail at least in the areas you can't get to, which I appreciate. Now, for those of you who tell me that I'm biased, etc., there are some niggles with the route. You will see them. I will quite happily point them out. So we've got lots of people Someone asked the other day if it was rush hour people. Yes, it is. 17:55. We've got a couple minutes yet. Let's pop over onto this platform and have a look over here. I'd jump into that 385 there, but I don't know when it's going. Actually, let's go look. Because there's PIS. Is it there or is it back there? I think we passed it, didn't we? That one? It's going at 8:18. Yeah, we can jump in this one. Go wander through it. Why not? Does have a little step that opens up down there. So the carriage looks kind of nice. Looks vaguely comfortable, a Scottish sort of way. This is first class, of course. And then we go into poverty class with an ironing board. And there's the question everybody needs to know. Did Rivet put in a toilet? No. I'm sorry, no toilets from Rivet. More of these little things. I'll show you the guards box later. We'll actually open the doors and close them a couple of times with the guards box. It's a little bit of a fiddly experience, and if you've got an AI, it tends to fight you a little bit. Even if you go in there and press the interlock button yourself, it still tends to fight you a little bit on the doors. Alright, maybe we'll nick out this side. We'll leave the AI to figure out how to deal with this open door that we're leaving it. We might go wandering back over to this platform, or we shall run down here and then run back. There's the disabled ramps everywhere. Makes me wonder how they'd get those out of those baskets. That's got to be a real killer on your back. That's okay. Another route map. I don't know if anybody else has spotted any other collectibles in here, but we've got all the variants anyway. Now you definitely want... Oops, there's one. There's a haggis in a bit of a better lit up area so you can see him a bit better. And then he gets his hat when you collect him. And of course we've got the Cathcart Circle trains, but they have carriages now, but they're not collectibles. These people will all get in 1 minute's time. So let's start heading up there. They're getting a little bit thicker. Have to work our way through them. No one seems to ride the front of the train though. It's probably a good thing since I left the doors open. Don't want some little urchin to steal it. Let's jump back in the carriage. I'll leave that door open for the moment because we'll go back and use the guards panel anyway. Let's just turn all of our safety systems on again. So TPFIS is the master switch, DSD, AWSIS and DRA. I'll explain what they all are, and TPWS. So Train Protection Warning System and AWS work together. One will bite you and the other one warns you. And let's put it into forwards. And acknowledge. I normally acknowledge with my own button. Pressing Q does depress the pedal down there and everything else. It's got loading passengers. Let's get some lights on. If anybody's got any questions, just sing out in the chat. More than happy to show stuff. Let's go with all the lights. Why not? None of this gear really does anything except the emergency stop. These screens are not active. This phone, the white one, is used for contacting the signaller. You may remember that in the Flying High movies. You've got to find the right spots up near the top right hand corner to turn on the TMS. And once again, we have to log into it. I think you can put anything in here. So, Year of the Rabbit, let's pump in some 8s. That's lucky for some people. And let's set our brightness again. So we'll set it up and then set it down again. That's one of the little niggles with it. And I'm pretty sure the train lights are already on. Auto announce and say customer info. This is go.
This is...
That's working well. Can you see the PIS inside the carriage? Sure. I've never actually looked at it myself. There we go. Edinburg. Not that I understand how that says Edinburgh. To me that says Edinburgh, but you know. Are there any other screens? Don't think so. I don't think I've seen any. Let me know if you think we've missed one. But anyway, let's get out of here and we will come back and we will use the guards panel for the next stop at Croy. I think I've set everything up okay. I'll leave the internal light on until we get out of the tunnel and we get a bit of daylight, just so you can see stuff. The tunnel lighting isn't quite perfect. You can see that these stanchions are... Did I just do that? Oops. Oops. Let's do that again. What a good start. Oh no, we've got all the way back here. Okay, we're going to go to the menu. And I didn't realise it goes back to the first service you played when you do that. No. Who knew? Class 385, 4 car, and it's 1R22. Let's go Queen Street. That's the one we want. Yep. I should have turned on the DRA. I really should have. In fact, when I set it up this time, I will come back here and whack the DRA button. Yes, unfortunately everything you see is 20 seconds behind me doing it. Here we go, DRA. Now we can't get it wrong again. Well, we can, we just have to be more creative about it. I'll just quickly log in again. I guess we were waiting for that train to come in. Brightness hack. Right, that's a bit better. And saloon lighting, turn it on. Auto announce.
For your safety and comfort, smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
We can take off the DRA because our signal's gone green. We can close the doors. We can put it into forwards. I'm pleased to say it is working with Raildriver now. There's a little bit of a delay from when you start off before it releases the brakes. It keeps catching me out. We can have our guards buzzer if we want. If we look at our stanchions, you may remember the blue from Castle. It does happen in this as well. That has not been resolved yet, unfortunately. They're aware of it and they're intending to fix it. Let me just turn on the internal lights just so you can see what's going on. Says he cruising through a double set of point changes at 30 kilometres an hour. 30 miles an hour, sorry. Wow. As soon as we come out of the tunnel, I'll turn off this internal light, but we can look around the cab. So GPRS is not enabled, although weirdly it's got two buttons that are set up to do things. Emergency stop button is up here. I didn't put the headlights on. Let's put them on full. That's a bit brighter out in the tunnel now. That's good. They're not like the old Bakerloo headlights or anything, but they're not stunning. But they're not awful either. You can put the pantographs up and down should you desire it. The HVAC stuff isn't enabled. You do have the air brake gauge up there if you wish to look at it. You have different cab lights, so that's the main one, and there's a... I'm not sure if the reading light's on, but there's another light here somewhere. Maybe it's that one. There we go. Yeah, it's a slightly less bright cab light, but it's annoying because it reflects off the windscreen. We'll be out of the tunnel in a jiffy, and then we'll be on a high-speed run to Croy. Now, you may know that it's Australia Day here in Australia today. It's our national holiday, celebrating the invasion of Australia and the mass genocide. It seems like a good thing to celebrate. In honour of Australia Day, or as Invasion Day, as the Aboriginal Indigenous folk call it, I've done a special livery on a train, so if we see it, we see it, and if we don't, we don't. We'll be able to speed up shortly. So you can see the blue flash as we came out of the tunnel there. So it needs the same fix that they put on Castle Wurzburg. So hopefully that will happen in a patch soon after release. There's another one here, so we'll pop outside and watch it come through. Oops, go over camera 2, I hate you. Let's go to camera 3. There's the top of a 385. Brilliant. Let's watch ours go past. So its lights do work quite nicely on the outside. It's a little damp on top, this one, I think. It's been in the rain. It does look nice. I've watched quite a few, and yes, you can hear the safety system noises outside the train. Yes, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Not all trains have that. We can start to speed up now. It does... In the cab, I think the sound's actually fairly nice. Outside, could be better, I think. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. .5 miles to Croy. I should have a quick look at the other HUD. We are allowed to speed up. I missed the sign. Up to 60 mile an hour now. Is there anything that people want to look at? I imagine you'd like to see the guards panel in action. In fact, we'll get ready for that. We'll turn that on. So to make the guards panel active, you have to press that door handover button. Otherwise, the guards panel doesn't do anything. It is a very small viewport in this train. And you really have to wonder why. If you go around and look at the front of it, there's actually more real estate that they could have put in a bigger window. I don't really get why they didn't, but it's not the game's fault. That's what it's really like. A little bit of a yard over there. A couple of 385s waiting. I'm just checking to see if I can see the Aboriginal flag train, and I cannot. Up to 70 now. It is quite a fast route. And there are collectibles between the stations. Up to 85 when the back of our train passes that sign. So I'll just hold off for a moment until the back of our train actually is past it. Which would have to be... Yeah, I think it has. Green signal there. Now, good news, Dave Randall, is that your lead cannot be usurped today. Because there's no quiz today. I'll do a quiz all about this area on Sunday. Now, I'll shut up for a little while now and let you listen to the train. Something strange there, isn't there? No wind noise? Wind noise. That's a bit weird. Almost up to the ton. Florian says the cab windows were originally curved and you could see more. However, the curved glass was doubling up the signals. I couldn't imagine that that's not a solvable problem. So instead of using a curved glass, used an angled glass. Wouldn't be that difficult. We are going just a little quick. I wonder if the glass is still curved. Can we tell? Is that painted glass on the corner maybe? No, it's got a frame. Bye-bye, people. Signals are nice and visible along the route. You will find collectibles between stations. And it's got the usual LOD issues with lights going on and off as it approaches you and runs away from you. Oh wow, that's very generous of you, Cat. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Alex CSX. You got a membership, and The Sim has got a membership, Ferramero has got a membership, and Walter Moss has a membership. Well, there you go. And Rusty Bedspring's got one as well. That's one of our Silent Achiever members. He's been a supporter for a very long time. Rarely says much in the chat though. Now that little hill back there just sort of screams out aliens, doesn't it? Now let me go into minimum braking. I'll try to anyway. Let me do it with the keyboard. It's not like in the rail driver. So minimum braking's doing, as you can tell, very little. So if we look up at our air gauge up there, no air braking applied at all. Under minimum braking. The next step does actually put on a little bit of air. Eventually. Puts about a pound in the cylinders. But I better start slowing down properly or we're going to miss this station. Hello, Rusty Bedsprings. Welcome to the stream. It's always good to have a new face. And congratulations on getting a membership. And I suspect you'd get on well with Cat, given the logo. That looks like another cat. So Notch 3 brakes quite well. But 1 and 2... The other thing you'll find if you're using this controller with keyboard, so if I just go back to off, so it's one press to go to off, a long press to go to T1, and then it's a long press for each notch. So it's sort of a notchy thing. Not so notchy going the other way. So I don't really experience that normally because I use the rail driver and rail driver doesn't have any notches. I haven't had it long enough to find out what the mastery is yet, Florian. Normally in beta land I can just sneakily turn it on, but I can't do that in this build. 700 yards to Croy. Slowed down just a little early, but that's alright. We're only a minute late. It's coming to Croy from the outside. I wonder if the announcements, is there an arriving? Ah, the next station. Let's see if it works.
The next station is Croy.
Oh, it worked! Shouldn't be surprised, should I? You want to have a look around Croy? My Zuby thing's not working very well again. I use this strange trackball mouse thing and it's a bit sad. Somebody already got it, Dave. Or did they say what it was? Oh, well, you really needed to go a bit further, but it'll do. The guards panel, that's what we're going to do. Let's jump up and go use the guards panel. So we've turned it on, haven't we? Yep. Yeah, man. We've got a lot of copious people in here. And this door, we've got to go down this end, I think. Yep, here it is. And we turn it on. And local door open. That opens just this one. Doesn't make any noise. It opens this one. Working good. I did press the button, didn't I? Oh, there we go, finally. Okay, that opens that door, and then you can open them all. This is working fantastically well. You know, it worked before. Yeah, I've turned it on. Doors open left. Alright, we'll go back to the cab. Clearly this has got a little bit of an issue. Which is annoying, because I tried it before and it worked fine. I wonder if it only works if you're right in the platform. Let's just go back and sit down. Can I sit down? Can I have a chair? Thank you. Let's go and try and close the doors with it. That just closed them. So those people never got a chance to get in. Open them. Or maybe the thing beat me to it. You going to get in? No, still not getting in. Okay, let's try and close the doors using this. So we do a door close interlock. No, it's clearly working really well. I'm just gonna close that up and I'm just gonna go on my merry way and we might have a crack at another station. Close doors. Yeah, I've got it pressed here, Richie. It's lit up. So I pressed it before we left. I wonder if that's what it is, actually. Maybe you have to press it while you're... maybe you have to press it after you've stopped. Let's try that at the next station. 9.8 miles to Falkirk High. It could be an operator error. David Stevens says, looking forward to getting this line off steam to Proderett tonight. Oh, well done, Richie Peach. There's two of them. Oh, who knew? Well done, Richie Peach. See, operator fault. Pebcac, as they say, a problem between the chair and the keyboard. So at the next station, it will work as intended. Thanks to the very excellent observational skills of Richie Peach. Glad you're here, mate. Glad you're here. Hello, Nigel6446. So that probably means you're on Xbox if you're downloading now. David asked how come it's coming on Steam on the 27th, not the 26th. On Steam, it should be the 26th. Unless that's changed. I checked for new announcements just before I came in here and there weren't any.
Next
Just making up a bit of time here, but I've got to be careful that TPWS doesn't bite me. Oh, are you looking in Australia, David? If you're looking in Australia, it comes out at 3 a.m. tomorrow, but it's officially the 26th, because it releases in the afternoon in the UK. So in about 6 hours' time, or about 5 hours, 17 minutes' time. That might be why, mate. So 26th UK. Yeah, so if you're looking in Australia, it comes out at about 3 a.m. Yeah, it comes out first on Xbox and PlayStation. But this time normally it comes out first on Xbox and PlayStation. PlayStation this time has been delayed till the 31st because there's something wrong with the screen on the PlayStation. I think for us it's 5 hours, Nigel. It normally unlocks at 3 a.m. our time. It's just a Steam thing, it's weird. .8 to Falkirk. My tutorial and review should have just gone live, so if you want some information on how to drive the 385, jump on there. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them here. I've got a whopping 8 hours in it now, I think. I think this asset was nicked from Spirit of Steam. Just saying. I was kind of hoping for a Steam Rail tour to come out with this, but that didn't happen. So we shall wait and see what the future brings. Two miles to Falkirk. Probably start a bit of a gentle slowdown. Even though we're a little late. I knew the Acela was coming for Boston. I hadn't heard an actual release date for it yet, but that's cool. Richie feels that the Steam expansion pack for WCL might bring some stuff for this route. That would certainly be possible. That would be nice. I think you can tick 2 of them. Yeah, currently there's an pre-order discount on Steam. Might do a quick little wander around Falkirk. This time I'll turn on the door thing on the correct side, and we'll go back and open the doors, and I won't be such a donger about it. I hope. I clearly have only ever tried it on the right-hand side. Alright, let's go racing back down here. Get the panel open. This time for sure, Ollie. Turn it on. Local door open should open ours. And it has, and none of the others. So nice and clear so we can open up everything. Yay! Well done, Ritchie Peach. Now, are there any collectibles around here? Can we escape? No. Of course not. Nothing in there. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Hello, what do you think? Scottish trains, eh? Pretty cool. Ah. Here's what we want. A red door. We can go into the cleaning room. Oh, this is what the bagpipe cases look like. So we've got some bagpipes. Only red doors are openable. A few bits and pieces around. I suppose we should close that. We wouldn't want the general populace in there, would we? Welcome to Scotland. I do like the cow. We should... Oh, they've talked about extra detail in stations. It does look like they're fairly detailed. Ticket machines aren't running. We can't buy anything from the vending machine. That's sad. Oh well, we should go back to the cab and actually drive our train, shouldn't we? I would definitely like to see more engines, steam engines. And yes, I'd go for a prairie because I fire one. Now, oops, wrong door. I'll go in here. More PIS. PIS, there we go. Edinburg. Now, we go door close interlock, and it shouldn't close our door. And if it does, it'll be funny, because I'll be locked out. No, I don't want to give it up. So it's closed the other doors, and now we can close our door. That one, local door closed. Buzz, buzz. Turn it off. Close that. Go racing back up here. You can imagine this is going to get old fast. And we should be good to go. Let's turn that off. And get out of here. And I see a 95 speed sign down there.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it. This train is for Edinburg Waverley.
Off we go to Polmont. In a very dark tunnel.
Welcome to the Scot Rail service to Edinburg Waverley.
Can I actually get to 95 mile an hour before I have to slow down? That's an interesting question. Doing okay. Probably going to do it. So what sort of trains and routes do people want to see? Cheers, people. And I assure you it's a cup of tea. Rivet, if you're listening, I would love to have some keyboard shortcuts for the announcements. It's feeling nice and busy at this time of day. See you later, Nigel6446. Have fun playing it, mate. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching and joining in.
Please take extra care when getting on and off trains. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
I might have overrun that just a little. Ooh, it's a big first step. I'll get over it. I'm not going to explore every station because I want to leave some things for people to go and find for themselves. Because it's part of the fun of Train Sim World. I just noticed something else it hasn't got. Recently, trains that support rail driver don't keep whacking the door close button until they close. MB Trainspotting asks, why am I streaming at midnight? I'm not. It's 10 PM. It's 9:55 PM right now. Now, did I say it's still 95? No, it's a little less than that. It's daylight savings here. Don't forget that, MB Trainspotting. Off we go to Linlithgow. We have a Linlithgow in Sydney. Couple of hours ahead in New Zealand, that would make sense. So for you, I'm streaming at midnight. David asks, what is my ETA into Edinburgh? 8:47, so 15, 16 minutes from now. That's what we're due in there anyway. We're obviously already 2 minutes late. I'm going to try and be a little more adventurous on the braking this time and not slow down so early. Here's a little vignette. A couple of people chatting away in front of a wheelbarrow. We're just doing some spirited running at the moment, trying to make up some time. We'll see if any safety systems whack me for it. Is it 90? Looks like 90, doesn't it? 90 plus 15. Whoop, gratuitous bridge shot. Whoa, gratuitous bridge shot. Seemed necessary, even though it won't go to the live dovetail. See how late... There's another one. More workers, says he's stuck behind the fence. Yep, he's pretty active. He's just pushing out some cement. The air brake needle works, look. Surprise, it's a 385.
We'll soon arrive at Linlithgow. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform as you leave the train.
That's not such a bad stop. Got little lights on the sides that open up. These are interesting devices on the overhead line equipment. I guess they're springs. Locked doors. My gut feel with the sound there is it tapers off a little early, and it should stay louder than that for a while. David says he's seen the spark effects too on Train Sim World 3. Indeed. I have seen sparks on this one, so it is happening. I haven't seen any today, but it mostly happens when it's wet or snowing. So we can try that after we get to Edinburgh if people would like to see that.
This train is for Edinburgh.
14 miles to Haymarket. That's a big run. You notice you always end up in a tree. Florian likes the fact that he can do a gratuitous stadium shot on this route too, but that Murrayfield is so close to the line. That's a rugby stadium, I think, isn't it, Florian? See, I love having the dawn light, but it still bugs me that the dawn light runs out in front of the train, because this area should be lit like this too. But as they say in the classics, that's okay. Like we might have another gratuitous bridge shot to do, so let's... I thought I saw a bridge coming up. Maybe I just saw houses. No bridge. Why did I think I saw a bridge? Trick of the light, I think. Oh well, we'll sit here till it comes. Hey, do they have TSW3 cars? I don't know. There's our train. Miles to Haymarket. Yoinka MCS Koinka? I think. You spelt Edinburgh wrong in the title. Oh, I did. How terrible. I'm sorry. I shall fix that afterwards. I'm not going to try and edit it now. I just don't trust YouTube that much. Whoop, 90 zone. And I'm doing 110. There we go. That's better. I'm clearly a naughty train simulator driver. It is a bit like that, David. Whoosh. Excuse the horrible panning from my trackball mouse. It's unhappy today. First, just the little scroll wheel started to get stuck, and then I started looking for a new one. It's pining now. It's upset. Looks like if you move a control, I just noticed then that moving a control turned off the vigilance, which is nice. I didn't actually know it did that. Mr. Bridge shot. Terrible. Oh, that one's worth a screenshot. We'll do this kind, so I can keep it myself. Steam screenshot. Back up to 100. So it's easy enough to drive. It's like any other EMU, really. This stuff's kind of fun. Oh, this is where we used to be. Should do this one. The announcements are a bit quiet in the cab. They're louder if you are back in the passenger cabin and there's an AI driving. The AIs don't announce everything. Yeah, it's definitely the case. If you move a control, the vigilance is reset. That's a nice feature. Five and a half or so to Haymarket. Still going to get there late, but not too bad. A little bit of spirited running never hurt anybody. Yoinka McSkoinka hopes the sounds for it get updated eventually. It does sound a lot like a Tangara, Stephen. I imagine, Yoinka McSkoinka, that within hours, I'm betting, there'll be a mod on Train Sim Community for PC players. That doesn't really help the console players, unfortunately. Vigilance again. Yeah, Cat gifted the membership The Sim. we near the tram tracks? We are. Are there any trams? Oh, we missed one. Look. At the previous station, there was a tram. No others, unfortunately. .6 miles to Haymarket, sorry.
We'll soon arrive at Haymarket. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Seems to be about as close as you can get to the stadium. Always good to have a few more members. Dave says Xbox has missing services. That's not good. Have you got it on an Xbox now, Dave? We can compare service lists if you want to. Very happy to do that. Welcome to Haymarket. Double yellows at the end here. It's like when you end up on top of the bridge. Just coming up to look at around Haymarket. I know there's no trams wandering around the map currently, but there's one of the stops over there. The trams actually ding occasionally as they cruise around. I would imagine so, David, yes. We have the baked textures shops. I think we've seen these in some other things. Cathcart Circle, I think. We've seen all these different shops. And of course, in here, in Corky Toys, you would hope that they would actually sell model trains. Yeah, sadly the sim, 31st for you guys, which is very sad. The only good thing about PlayStation not getting it is I get to stream it before a particularly annoying Australian streamer who's probably blocked me, so we'll never know I said that.
Welcome to the Scot Rail service to Edinburg Waverley. The next station is Edinburg Waverley.
So while there's some fairly long gaps between the stations, it's a pretty quick route, so it doesn't take that long to get from one end to the other. I'm enjoying driving it. I'm seeing a few things that I would rather were different. But I haven't seen anything that's a deal breaker. It's funny that you know who I'm talking about. You're giving Skoika. Oh, that's funny. I'm glad I slowed down to the speed limit there. Might have been slightly uncomfortable through those points otherwise. Does that mean there's a big castle behind us? There is. Up there on the hill. I don't know if you can walk around up there. We'll have to try. I better go and pay attention at the front though, I think. Where are we going? Looks like we're going to go into this platform just ahead of us here. Unless this double slip is set to go somewhere else. Which it is. I find it really hard to tell where the double slips are going. I can see the other points, no problem, but the double slips are always a pain. We'll have a little wander around Edinburg.
We'll soon arrive at Edinburg Waverley. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Take your children too, otherwise I'll make soup out of them. Looking at this lovely long platform thinking I can go all the way down there, but I can't, can I? This platform would lend itself quite nicely to a steam rail tour because you've got runaround possibilities there. That'll do. Indeed, Edinburgh Castle, David Stevens. And Florian says he's considering a round of PS5 Tetris in time for the 31st to make sure he has the layers. I believe that's not far away. So this will be the end of this service, but I'll return to free roam so we can walk around the station. It's worth having a look at this one. Like all good train drivers. Did I press the wrong button? I did. I want the red button. We should turn the train off, really, shouldn't we? So, welcome to Edinburgh. It's particularly nice at the right time of day when you get lots of shadows in here from all of this metalwork above us. Quite a cool looking station. Let's see if we can get over here. Get up? I can. No, invisible wall. Can't go to the operations depot. Sorry. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, this is the station with the elevator, isn't it? Let's go find that. More like a bank than a coffee shop. It's sad that there's no one sitting in there, but it's kind of cool to get the details. Another coffee shop? Can't quite get into the shops. Rivet brand everything. Rivet flakes, rivet hoops, rivet pops. Even the little things are all rivet things. It's kind of funny. Oh, rivet odor toilet. Is that a hint that we might get toilets on a train one day? We can hope. Go in here? No. I think that elevator's the one that works. So we'll got the stairs. Go across there. Because they don't all work, only some of them do. Is this one of the ones that works? No! Bad guess. Let's try the one on near the stairs. Well, we can try this one. This is a double. I don't think the doubles work. No. I know there's one in here somewhere that does. Maybe this one. Not this one either. Interesting. Wonder which one it is. What's our advertising up here? Let's see what our train timetables are. Oh, and you can run through there. That's good. I heard grass. 10:20, 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock would be the next one out, which is 11A, which was, I think, was the platform we came in on. But I want to find this lift. Because I want to use it. Is there one on that platform we came in on, maybe? I can see plenty of collectibles. There's lots of route signs and things around the place. TMS not working on Xbox. Oh dear. That's not cool. I think you can go up here. Yeah, you can. Go up to the street. Got a couple of minutes, and I'll go and jump in that train and ride it as an AI for a bit. That's the cathedral that looks like a rocket. Looks like something from Thunderbirds. Haggis. You can climb up on this platform to watch trains. How far can you go? That's it there. That's the boundary. Can we get on the roof? You know, how many kids must jump up on this roof? I reckon I would have done it. There's the castle up there. Better start making my way back to that train if I want to ride it. Because one thing I haven't tried is it working now that you can take control of the door panel? How do I get out over here? Where was this train? Other side of the place? I'm not going to have time to find this elevator now, I don't think. Only got a minute. Go catch this train. I think this is the one that's out now. Is that an elevator? Ah, it's this one. We were right next to it all the time. We've got just enough time to go up here. See? Yep. Okay, let's go back down again. I want to run up the front because I want to turn on the door interlock buttons so I can try and be a guard. I'm not going to take over the service. I'm just going to wait till the AI takes it over and then I'll press the buttons. It's interesting that they use a key on the door, because you turn your key and immediately it's dragging your keys away. I would have thought that one would have been a bit more logical. Don't light up yet. I've got to wait for an AI to actually take the train, which should happen momentarily. Should see someone appear in the chair. You don't think I've taken it, do you? I think it does, because I opened the door. Well, you know what? Oh no, it's opened them. Turn on the interlock button on... Whoops, wrong button. Not that one. So we've got the interlocks turned on both sides. There's no driver sitting in the chair. That's interesting. I wonder if it turns up when they start. We'll see. Turn on the TMS for them. And since it's not me... I'll just leave the announcement thing alone because I don't want to usurp the driver. Now, can I go and pinch the door controls? Let's see. Looks like I can, but will it drive away? It hasn't closed its own door, and there's still no AI in there. That's a bit sad. But we're doing driverless only operation. That's a driverless. It closed the other doors, didn't it? Yeah, it's already done that, so we'll just close ours. Local close. Haymarket, which should be a left-hand stop. So I've come down here and find the other box. 0.2 miles. Is it going to drive or am I going to drive? I reckon it thinks I took control. So we'll have to. Can't just leave the passengers sitting here. It doesn't think I took control. How weird. I think we're in some strange halfway house between an AI running it and us running it. Any doors still open, maybe? Let's try that. Let's try and open them and close them. Failing that, we'll just go and steal a different train. Hey, there's someone in... Oh, that's me. Yeah, it thinks I'm driving it. Why won't it let me do it? Interlocked. But why? Why is it interlocked? You know what, we're going to run another service because I've clearly confused this one. I've either confused me or I've confused it. Let's go back out to the main menu. We'll start one from Waverley. Edinburg, Waverley to Glasgow, a bit later in the day maybe. There we go. There are those short runs too on the branch. We might try one of those as well. Divides my platform on, left-hand side. Let's jump up and turn on some safety systems. Master. DSD. And TPWS. And DRA so we don't get trapped because we've got a red signal right in front of us. Almost time to go. Oh, the diesel you can hear, by the way, there's a... I'm not about to get to it. There's a bus. It's parked up here. So don't be concerned that you can hear a diesel engine running. Doors closed, both sides. Got headlights on. Why are we... Oh, you know why? Because I'm a dummy. Off we go. But we don't want to because we actually have got a red signal. Look, DRA was doing its job. Dummy. Oh, that was funny. That was almost a non-mitigated disaster. I didn't turn DRA on the first one, did I? By any chance? While we're waiting for that signal to clear, I wonder how far we can fly on the 8. Some nice old buildings there around the station. The castle up there. The castle looks really nice at night time. So does this building. It lit up quite nicely at night time. Still waiting on a red over there. We have got the giant rocket ship here. It's Thunderbird 1 that looks like, I think. Yes, I almost ran a red. Curious why it is red, actually. Let's have a look on the map and see what's coming in. Oh, there is something coming in. So at least it's red for a reason. It's not just stuck. See that strange lighting as they come out of the tunnels there. Green light. I think you're probably right, Florian. Should only ever turn off DRA after checking the signal aspect. Yes, that's probably a pretty reasonable thing to do. Probably a good operating procedure. I've actually taken the day off tomorrow, so I'll run a little late today. V for Vitty says, howdy Paul and chat, howdy to you indeed as well. And Dave says apparently Rivet have sent the wrong build to Xbox. Oh dear. I don't know if it's any help, but the build I've got is 205. You'll find that on your settings screen. Hello, Neil TBA. Welcome. Hopefully that means they can just drop a new build. Dave. And Neil's on... whoops, I'm supposed to stop you. Maximum brakes! Alright, emergency brakes. Go for it. I haven't turned on the TMS either. While people's coffee is going absolutely everywhere right now, and the back of my train's probably not even in the platform, we can go... Lights on. Auto announce.
We'll soon arrive at Linlithgow.
That's not good, Dave. That said we'll soon arrive at Linlithgow, isn't it, at the other end? Thought you could queue them up, but I guess not.
Welcome to the Scot Rail service to Glasgow Queen Street. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Just starting our third service of the morning, Neil TB8. Just crossed the neutral zone. Beware of Klingons. Oh, sorry, the neutral zone's with Romulans. Oh, Florian spilled his scotch. Oh dear. How are you finding the game, Neil TV8? Are you enjoying it? Tram stop? Looking out for trams. Have a quick check at a map to see if there's any trams nearby. I don't see any. Got them all? Oh, that's dedication. How long did it take you to find them all? "11 miles to Linlithgow. We are doing some spirited running again, clearly. 115 mile an hour. Here's another one coming up. Dare I try it? Whoops, we were doing okay till I hit a building. Ah, now I've lost it completely. Where is it? Well, you know, the kernel cam was going quite well till I ran into the side of a building. Ooh, we're coming into a slow zone. I better slow down. Neil says it took about 2 days and he used the 8cam to find them all and then drove a train as would normally do to collect them all. Some of them were hard to find. I am impressed that you got them that quickly. Well done to you. Neil TV8's one of the other Dovetail ambassadors, so if you haven't explored his channel, I certainly encourage you to do so. Maybe not right now. Oop, it's gotten misty. I need windscreen wipers soon. I do like the dynamic weather we get with Train Sim World 3. It's a big addition to the game. Amazing how dark it got when the mist came in. We might turn our headlights up. You want? Full. I think I just saw some lightning. Here to hopefully we can see some pantograph arcing. Probably. Very fast heading for some soupy conditions. Four miles to Lithgow. We are dropping sand at the moment. Weather like this makes you glad you've got a HUD. It's an impressive achievement, Neil TV8. Two miles to Lithgow, so I've put on a bit of gentle braking, I think. How about that?
Is Haymarket. Welcome to the slow train service to Glasgow Main Street. The next station is Linlithgow. We'll soon arrive at Linlithgow.
There you can tell. Where is it? Where's the station? Another train emerging from the mist. It's much darkness. We're early. Oh well, we'll go have a look. I'll leave the passengers trapped in the train and we'll go have a look around. Clearly a little too much spirited running. Yeah, plant is leaking. Not a working one. Can't go far out here. No stealing cars for us, clearly. Please present card. I used to work for the company that made these things. Isn't that scary? 819 Glasgow Queen Street on time. Excuse me, lady, I kind of got stuck behind you. So does that bar come out, or do they have to lift that monstrous thing out of there? That's so weird. Can we go down there? No. Haggis. Prepare for cow. Hello, cow. Time to go back yet? Yeah, pretty much. Let's go in cheat mode. Doink. Better close our door or we won't be able to go. Ready, go. Nigel, I think the only lift that works is that one single one at Edinburg Waverley. I don't think any of the others do. And there's no training if you go from the route menu, but if you go from the training centre, you will find training for the 385. Should. I didn't say will, I say should. In this build, we've got it. I'll show you after we get to Glasgow. How long have we got to go? Falco. Not long. Gratuitous bridge shot. You have to do it, don't you? Even though you can't see the train anymore. That's some serious mist, it really is. Edinburg Park as well. The LTBA. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I know definitely not all of them work though. It's only some. That's good to know, Dave. You can do it through journey mode. So Nigel, if you go to the training centre directly and go into the, not fundamentals, the other one, you'll find 385 is in that list. Or should be. It is on this build. Yeah, no worries, Nigel. We found the Edinburgh one early in the stream. It's near platform 11A. Which clearly wasn't the one I thought it was. I thought it was the one on the other side, but that one doesn't work. There's the station.
We'll soon arrive at Holland.
Too busy with announcements, running through. So busy getting the announcements right that I ran through the platform. Oh well. That's live. When I get run over by another train standing here. Good excuse to have a bit of a look around then. Not that door. Or that one. Oh, train coming. Let's look at the train. Come on, open the door. Hey, since this is an AI train, I'm going to try the thing. Up the platform, because he should stay here long enough. Racing up here. Hasn't even opened the doors. Well, it did, but only the one I got. Oh no, don't get stuck. No, no, no. Come on. Yay! I better get in here, he's going to leave. Driving? It is driving. Ah, it's running away with us. Oh. Haha, no driver. Because what I want to try, if I turn these on in an AI train, can I be a guard? Right hand side's there, and left hand side's down here. The AI take that one. No, my like this was a really long way between stations, wasn't it? Oh well. Yep, there's the next one. See a train. But watch out this door. You ride the train very often. Do you like Scot Rail? How about Dovetail? You think the stream's any good? I'm not going to talk. One of the Dovetail developers saw one of my streams where I go and talk to people. He goes, I should make them talk back. Just once. It's like, that would be funny. Quite like the misty scenery. Shouldn't be too much longer before we find out whether we can... Oh, no PIS in AI. That's boring. Add that to my list. Come on, station. Where are you? Oh, it was a long way between these stations, wasn't it? Damn. Could be here for a little while. Oh, it'd be pretty funny if they answer back Florian. And I wouldn't put it past Will to do it either. Can I? Oh, excellent. Passengers can't do that. Xbox now has an update. That's good. Let us know if it does. This feels like we're slowing down. Is the station on this side? Yeah, I think so, because there's a track over there. Let us know, Nigel and Dave, whether it sorts it out. Because I'm sure other people will be interested in that too. Well, here's our platform, so let's just open our door a little bit early and be a little bit naughty and try not to fall out. No red doors at this station. Hello. How you doing, people? Safe down there. Let's open up. Got a 3 gig route update. Oop, it's closing the doors by itself. No, so you can't quite be a guard. But you've got your own door. Well, that answers that question. So the AI still shuts the door.
All passengers must be in possession of a valid ticket.
I haven't got one. Ah. Don't tell them, okay? I haven't got a ticket. They really don't need to know that. Okay? You just keep quiet. Like children of the corn. They're all the same. I think we might go and drive that little service. One from Glasgow to Ale, I think it is, something like that. Anyway, let's jump into the main menu, because the first thing I want to do is... So if you go into Training Centre and you go into Learn and Improve Your Skills, you will find the 385 in here, so you can play that, which is handy. But let's just go back to Glasgow, 385. Let's use mine. And we'll run this one. A lower to Glasgow, Queen Street. 642. Let's see if there's a later one that we'll be able to see. Queen Street, a lower. That'll do. There's a later one again. 817. Let's run that one. Wink. And doors open. Go and turn on some safety stuff. We've done a run that way, I think. Richie Peach. Get it to forwards. Knowledge, TMS on. There's a bit to set up in this train. That's fine for headlights. Oops, turned it off again. Log in. Then lighting on. And that one.
Welcome to the ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street.
There's my livery train. Taman Gaming X, hello at 7 in the morning here on the East Coast. Surprised he's up early. Is there any way to turn off the beeping in the menu? I think so. Options, settings, audio, menu music. It's this one. No, clearly not. Makes it quieter, but not off. Maybe not. I thought there was. No. Resume, resume, resume. Where's resume? There we go. Thanks, T-Man Gaming X. I actually thought there was a way to turn off the beeping, so let me come back with that. Sure, I've managed it. But let's get on this service to Glasgow. This is my livery, naturally enough. It's not an official one. Sounds like I've got a door open somewhere. It's very loud. So is this a little branch line, or is it just part... No, it's just part of the main line. No worries, T-Man. I don't know why YouTube held your comment then. There's nothing wrong with it. Get this to Glasgow and I'll have another crack at it. What if it's under the accessibility menu? Three miles to Lindsay. It's alright, mate. My age isn't that all that different. We're about 5 years apart, you and I. And for anyone that doesn't know, that livery is the Aboriginal flag. And yes, I agree, Florian, it is fitting for today. Sort of the forgotten people of Australia. Double yellow, better start slowing down, I think. Had to acknowledge that on AWS there. Oh, there's plenty of us, T-Man. It's actually quite interesting. My audience, by and large, is either under 20 or over 40. That's cool. T-Man's girlfriend bought him the game. He's enjoying it. There's a lot of routes to get. I strongly recommend that you wait for sales because they do rather a lot of them. Got a red light at the end of this platform, so I'd better behave myself. AWS again. Just behaving myself. Turn on DRA. Open the doors. Then do the announcement.
This is Lindsay. Welcome to the ScotRail service to Glasgow Queen Street.
Oh, you've got another big update, Nigel. That's good. That sounds like a full route update with that size. Off we go. Signal green. I quite like the Alaska route in Train Sim Classic. So you can play it on that one. Maybe a while before it comes to Train Sim World. I haven't heard any talk of that one. There is a US route in development at the moment and a German route in development. They haven't told us what they are yet. Just teased us a little bit. Nigel says TDS sales for Xbox users is pretty poor. Never seen a sale for Horseshoe or WCL, just West Coast local. Yeah, it's unfortunate the way it works with consoles.
Next station is Bishop Briggs.
More yellows. Acknowledging AWS. Yeah, I think my favourite US route in Train Sim World 3 is Boston. It's the one I've driven the most.
We'll soon arrive at Bishop Briggs.
Must be following another train into Glasgow. Another AWS acknowledged for the yellow there. And another station with a red signal at the end of it, just adding to the challenge. Crawl my way in. P-Man says he needs to learn to watch for the signals and gets to enjoying the route and misses a few here and there. Yeah, that does happen. It's easy to do. Neil TV8 says he likes Boston as well and the Acela will make it better. Indeed. I'm betting you can go from one end to the other in about 30 minutes, would be my guess.
We'll soon arrive at Bishop Briggs.
Uh-oh. Is it gonna make it? Well, I think so.
This. Welcome to the ScotRail
SFS
service
and
to
Roblox
Glasgow Queen
was
Street.
gone for a bit and come back for 10 more subs. Yeah. Cat very generously donated some subs to other people. Turn on DRA while I'm waiting. And of course, as soon as I turn on the DRA, the signal goes green. And we'll be on our way into Glasgow, but I'm betting it'll be under yellows. Train Gaming X says he's better at driving the freight trains than these nice trains here. Got to learn how to drive this kind soon. Yeah, jump in. Absolutely jump in on things that you're not familiar with, because I think you'll find them interesting. And Nigel is also looking forward to next month's release of the Acela. I hadn't actually heard a date for the Acela yet, so but you're the second person that said next month, so I've obviously missed something. That was more arse than class, Train Gaming. T-Man, sorry. Coming in through the rock cut into Glasgow. SFS and Roblox lives near these stations. That's cool. Nigel expects the Acela roadmap arrival will be announced in next month's roadmap. Well, that's not far away, is it? But that's next week, I guess. And Rivet are doing a Steam Rail Tour DLC as well.
We'll soon arrive at Glasgow Queen Street.
It'll be nice to have more rail tours in. I've been working on my own rail tour video recently. It's taken me 4 services to put it together, 4 different scenarios to be able to do what I wanted to do. Florian's liking what he sees. Yeah, I'm finding it quite enjoyable to drive. It's enough fun that I'm staying up. Yeah, the Acela should be quite an interesting train. And with 2 different train sets that can run on the... you have to go slow, SF and S Roblox, it's the speed limit. With 2 different train sets, I'd like to see some more Northeast Corridor. I reckon that would be nice. Got the double yellows there, followed closely by a single yellow. The flare's pretty strong in the tunnels. I might turn that down. Nigel says he'd love to see a Sydney rail route with a Tangara. Tangara is a double-decker electric train for the people who haven't met one. We used to have one in Melbourne, but it went away. You'll get used to speed limits, SFS and Roblox. The world's full of limits. Life's all about finding out how far you can go and get away with it. Dave says Xbox now has the correct number of services and the red light bug is fixed. However, TMS still doesn't work. You have to actually select TMS up near the top right hand corner of it to turn it on.
We'll soon arrive at Glasgow Queen Street. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
That's a bummer, Dave. Dave said the TMS turns on but gets stuck in the first screen. Oh, there's plenty of room out there in front of the buffers. Then, gold medal. Wouldn't be the first time I have. What we might have a quick look at before I finish is we'll go back to Edinburgh. I have a faint suspicion this is in the middle of the night, though. Let's have a look at the railhead treatment train. Yeah, it's at 4:05. We may not be able to see very much, but if I make it June, we might be able to see a bit more. Let's see how bright it is. The headlights were on in the tunnel, SF&S roadblocks. Look at that. 4 o'clock in the morning in June, it's bright. We want... Oh, I've got to remember how to drive this now. They are already all on. So forwards, and better turn this stuff on. On. Water pressure. That should be running now. And we want to release that brake. Release that brake. And we've got headlights on up here. We don't need tail lights. We need instrument lights. Don't really need a desk light. Oh, why not? Okay. Well, we can't go yet because we've got a red signal. Welcome to the class 66. Oops, I've ended up outside a wall. Of course, I've turned the brakes off and I've got a red signal sitting in front of me. So if we start rolling... So this is the railhead treatment train. I thought I turned all this stuff on, but it's not doing anything. Let's get back in the cab and see, because I thought I did. Did I miss something? Oh, I did. Hang on. I got the sequence wrong. Turn that off. Turn that back on. Press that. Now if I turn that on, they should be doing something, and we've got a green signal. Am I meant to be at the other end, maybe? Maybe that's not my signal. Maybe that's this platform signal. Let's see if the things are working, though. No. Oh well. Soon we're going to know if this is my signal or not. Away we go. So this should be cleaning the tracks now, but... Oh, maybe it is. that one's not, but I think I saw the other one have stuff coming out of it. Come on, let me get up there. I'll be on this side. Or not. No, not working. Oh well. And I have got it all turned on this time. SFNS Roblox wants a 185. I'm just playing the ones that come on this route. And Nigel6446 is hoping that Skyhawk route is set in England, but some are predicting a North Wales coast route. That'd still be nice though. Let's see what they do with the water. Oops. He is a bit naughty. That's a bit quick to go through there. Now you might find this one a bit familiar, T-Man, because this is a... these controls look familiar to you at all? It's an AMD. This is the only goods on this route as far as I know, or freight for the American people. And I don't see us doing 100 miles an hour somehow, because 75 max. Notching back now, because we don't want to go over our 75. Well, we do, but, you know. Can't actually change it to goods braking either. I won't run this whole thing because it's 11:30 PM here, and I will sign off fairly soon, but I thought people might like to see it. It is a little late, but it's fun to do. For those of you who normally watch my streams, I do normally have a trivia quiz, usually based on the route, the train, and the country of the day. I'm not doing that this time because it's a brand new route, but on Sunday morning I'll be playing this route again, and I will definitely do that. So it's 8:30 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time. As we drag our train of little blue sausages into the wilderness. If you've never met them before, these locomotives are called the Shed. I'm not even sure how I turn closed captions on for a stream. I know the normal videos have them. I'm not sure about streams though. Not sure if YouTube's quite good enough to recognise them that quickly. In theory they come filled SFNS Roblox. What I might do is turn the whole thing off again. We can turn it off, and we'll turn it back on, activate this, power on, engine start, And sandite on, water pressure. There we go. That's making a mess. That's doing a lovely job of cleaning the rails and making the loco on the back really dirty. Plenty of flow coming out of there now. Yes, you can see a lot out of the 66 indeed. Great, lovely, great big windows. You can open them up. Make it a bit louder. Still has a wimpy English horn though. No one can make routes for Train Sim World 3 T-Man. You can for Train Simulator Classic. But as yet, we have not had an editor release for Train Sim World. We're all really hopeful that that might come one day. We shall see. Seems how the misting works really well here. But if I do it as a run by, it gets chopped off like Steam does. Particles need a bit of work, I guess. But anyway, it's just gone past 11:30 PM for me, so I might just leave this here. Because even though I don't have to go to work tomorrow, my eldest son does, and his bedroom's right behind the room I stream in, so I'm probably annoying him a little. So let's get across this bridge and get our gratuitous bridge shot if I'm quick enough. And then I might just leave you all until Sunday morning, so 8:30 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time, Sunday morning, which is Saturday evening for a lot of the people who are watching at the moment. And Saturday lunchtime for one of you, Sunday lunchtime rather. Yeah, if you like American freight, you'll find the 66 very familiar. It is basically an American freight engine in an English body. Do I have a Discord channel? Yes, I do. Let me grab that. And thankfully it didn't turn up on the other screen. And try and find an invite. Why can't I invite people? Here we go. Right. Invite people. There we go. Copy. There you go. You're very welcome, T-Man X. Very welcome indeed. That's generally what I do on the streams, is answer lots of people's questions. Because I remember what it's like when you start out in one of these games. Besides, it's a bit of pay it forward for Dovetail being nice enough to include me in their ambassador program. That's cool, T-Man. My Discord's a little bit of a quiet one, but chats get going occasionally. Anyway, I might finish this up for this evening here, so thanks everybody. Really appreciate having you here. Hope to see some of you for the Sunday morning stream, and we will have the usual trivia quiz, of which Dave Randall's currently the leader by rather a long way, but some questions are worth a lot of points, so it's certainly possible to catch up. Alright folks, thanks very much. I've enjoyed your company very much, and I've enjoyed showing this off for you. And thank you to the people who helped me get some of the stuff right too. So, very much appreciated. So, see you later folks. Bye now. Thanks for watching folks, I hope you enjoyed it. I always like to get your feedback in the form of likes and comments because they help me understand what you want. Give the channel a subscribe and click on the tinkly things so you don't miss out on any new stuff. And thanks for your ongoing support. And please, be safe out there.